Hi, this is your Professor Johnny Forsyth, and I'm going to be teaching you intermediate algebra online for the next 8 weeks. This video is going to kind of serve as a welcome video, an orientation video, and I'm going to go over how you use this course, what's the first few things that you need to do on day one before you can get started. Show you where all the important information is, resources, how to best utilize the resources. And then if you have any questions at the end, you're welcome to send me an email. So here's the course. So first off, you want to start by clicking on the Start Here button. Okay, so this Start Here button is going to take you straight into the orientation module. So you must read through the entire orientation module, and I have it set to where you cannot click, down here at the bottom until you read through the pages in order. So I want to ensure that you are reading all the important materials. Okay, so first you'll click through and read the module overview. Read through each page, get familiar with the course. You can click Next here at the bottom right in order to progress through this module. Now, I'm not going to have the other weekly modules set to where you have to click on the pages in order, but I am doing that for the orientation module because it's really important to me that you take the time to read all the information. Okay? So once you click through everything, then you'll get to this page that goes over what the required academic activities are for this particular orientation module. Now, for an online course, in order to not be dropped as a no-show student, you must complete whatever start, write, no-show assignments are assigned to you within the first week of the course. If you don't complete those assignments, then your online professor will drop you as a no-show student. Now, these are the 4 assignments that you'll need to do before you can start week 1's content module. So the 4 assignments are, you have your introduction discussion, where everyone is going to basically introduce themselves in a discussion board, and you're going to share a little bit about yourself. I'm going to ask you, share one of your favorite songs. It's a really kind of fun way to get to know your classmates. You're going to take an orientation quiz, which is basically like a syllabus quiz. You're going to have 3 attempts to do that, and you want to get 100% for that quiz grades based on what you read in the orientation module, also from the syllabus. You're going to submit a practice assignment, which is basically a practice assignment that is getting you used to using the program that we do all of our assignments in, well, most of our assignments in, called MAT1033C. So we do our homework, quizzes, and tests in this program. And so it's just a very short assignment that kind of gets you used to the software. And then you're going to complete what's called an honor lock practice test. So in this course, you're going to take your final exam in an online proctored setting, which means that you're going to access your final using a program called Honor Lock. And what Honor Lock does is that it records your screen, it records you through your webcam, and it inputs the password for the test. And I want to make sure that everyone has the technology to use Honor Lock for the final, which will be later in the semester. So to ensure that, and to give you plenty of time to practice using Honor Lock, I want you to attempt to do Honor Lock for your no-show assignment by taking the Honor Lock practice test. All right. And then once you take that short, it's literally 3 questions. It's not any math questions. But you're going to go through the process of using and activating and verifying yourself through the Honor Lock program. And I have a video on there explaining all of that. You'll find through the course, I try to put a lot of videos, instructional videos, explaining and showing you what it is that I'm expecting for you to do. So Now, if I were to go back to the modules page, now everything in this course you can find under modules. If I were to click back into modules and you see I'm in my orientation module, and you're going to see a green check mark beside everything that you are required or you're supposed to do to complete that module. So I clicked through all these pages. I did it behind the scenes. But you see here I haven't done these yet. So what's next on my list is the orientation quiz. So you would click on that orientation quiz, take the quiz, and they're basically questions about the course, okay? So you'll go through and answer these questions. You have 30 minutes for each attempt. Then you would submit your answers. I didn't answer anything, but I'm just doing it to go through the course. And then you can take it again if you want. It'll give you your score, but you have 3 attempts for this one. You can click next. And then now we're at the discussion post. So I'm going to explain the discussion prompt here. You want to read through this. And then to respond to the discussion board, this is my response here. To respond to any discussion post, you would click reply. And you can type your answer here. You can use, you can embed an image, post a link, which is what I'm going to ask you to do to share your favorite song. You can actually upload a video of yourself talking if you want. You can use bold, italics, whatever you want for your discussion post. Then once you do that, testing, hello class, you'll post your reply, and then what you'll need to do, based on the instructions, you will make a post, and then you will respond to at least 2 of your classmates. Then we'll go to next. Now, here is the practice assignment I mentioned about iMath.AS. So you'll watch this video, it's about 3 minutes long, explaining how to use iMath.AS, what to expect, and then you're going to practice using it here yourself. So you will, for example, how do I input a fraction into this software? So if I click here, I have a yellow arrow, and I can input what it's asking me to do. It's asking for 1/2, save, and submit. So see I have a green check here. But definitely watch this video because it explains more about the program. As soon as you enter any answer and you start saving and your grades start updating, this automatically updates in your grade book. So keep in mind, let's say you only did 1 question and then you're gonna go eat lunch. And then you come back to your course and you go to grades and you see that you only have 1 out of 10 for your assignment. You can go back into the assignment and continue working on it. So don't feel like that you can't do that when you're working on your homework. All right, so I'm gonna click next. And then now this page is gonna explain using HonorLock. So read through this. You definitely wanna watch this video. I'm gonna go through step by step how to use HonorLock, what you can expect, and then you're gonna do it yourself when you take the actual HonorLock practice test. So if you click next, you'll see here, there's the password required. You're not gonna know the password, HonorLock will put it in there for you, and you'll see how it does that when you watch this video. Once you go through those steps, you will access the practice test for HonorLock, and then you would submit, and then you'll find that you'll have all the green check marks for your orientation module. And let me show you what that will look like. Now, as you can see in my orientation module, I've got all green check marks. I do not have any empty circles. So that means that I have completed my complete orientation module. And as you can see, I can now see week 1. Let me explain how you can use your resources and learning activities in the weekly modules. So each weekly module has what's called, well, first it has an overview. So it gives you an overview of what you're expected to do during week 1. Then the first couple of weeks, I do provide a copy of the textbook based on the chapter that we're covering that week, because I know that the bookstore may be kind of backlogged They may not, but I know in the earlier this semester they were backlogged and their processing was going a little slower. So I do have a copy of the first chapter of the book here, but you're going to have learning activities for every section we're covering in this course. So let me show you what each learning activities page looks like. So we're doing chapter 1 first. So I have the title of the section. This is 1.1 linear equations. I'm going to list your learning objectives at the top. I may have a picture and some information here. Then I have some videos for you to utilize. So in this course, you are going to use your Emmanuel Intermediate Algebra textbook, the blue textbook. I don't have any assignments from that textbook that I'm going to be grading, but everything in this course is aligned with that book. So I have video lectures that are videos of one of our professors here at the college explaining and teaching the sections of the textbook. So what I would do is first watch the video lectures, kind of take notes as you watch and follow along, and if you can follow along in your textbook, all right? Then in your textbook, there's what's called your turn questions. Let me show you what that looks like. Let me go back. All right, so this is chapter 1 in your book. This is what the book looks like. So the book starts off with kind of main topics, and then it has example problems. So the lecture videos on your learning activities pages, they're an instructor basically explaining these pages to you as if you're in their classroom. So it goes over the example problems, and there's several example problems, and then at the end of each section there are practice problems, which we call your turn questions. All right, so I suggest that after you go through the section, you watch the video lectures, now you try to do these problems yourself. Okay, now in your textbook at the back of the book, the answers to these problems are in there. But let's say that you want to kind of watch someone solve these. Maybe you got the answer wrong, you're not quite sure where you went wrong. Well, we have videos of us teaching and going over these problems. All right, so let me show you what that looks like. So back on the section kind of learning page. So this video is the video lecture. And then down here, these are the practice problems. So let's say you're doing the your turn problem and you answered number 2, but you didn't get the answer right and you don't know why. So if you click here, this will actually open a video of that exact problem being worked out.
The equation x minus 1, x and y in that minus 4.
Great, right? So you have that for every single section in this course, okay? Then if you want to go ahead and start the homework for that section, you can click here, and that will actually take you directly to the homework. And all of your homework does have videos here to help you if you need to watch them. But that's pretty much how the weekly modules are set up. Now let me go back to modules, and you'll see what you're expected to do. So notice that I don't have green checks beside the learning activities, but you really should watch and view all those pages. But to complete this weekly module, I want you to complete your graded activities. I also have practice quizzes. So you're going to have 2 attempts for each quiz. So I've given you a practice quiz that you can take however many times you want without worrying about the grade affecting your overall grade in the course. So definitely utilize these before you start your first attempt for your quiz. And then you're going to have lab assignments each week. Sometimes 1, sometimes 2. Usually it's just 1 lab assignment. And so you have multiple attempts for your lab assignments, and you'll do those here as well. And let me explain one more time with the homework. So let's say I want to work on this homework. Here's an example of a homework assignment. So you have 10 questions here. So if you look at the bottom, you'll see that you have 1 point, possible for this question. And it says 1 out of 3 attempts. Now, I say in the syllabus that you have unlimited attempts in your homework, which you do. So you have more than 3 attempts to earn 1 point for each question. But what this means is that you have 3 attempts per each version of the question. So for example, let's say I put an answer in, I click submit, and it tells me that it's incorrect. I got 0 out of 1 points. So I have 2 out of 3. I have 2 more attempts to try this specific problem again. Let's say I try it again, click submit. Oh, I actually got it right. I'm totally guessing here. So got that question right. Let me try another one. Okay, here's one. So I'm trying this problem. I'm going to put some answers in here, try to graph it, click submit. Well, that's incorrect. So I have 2 out of 3, 2 more chances. I'm going to try it again, click submit. Okay, it's my last attempt for this exact problem. Now, here are your options. You can say, you know what, I am tired of this problem. I want to get a completely new problem. You can click try another similar question. It'll give you a brand new problem, and you have 3 brand new attempts for that problem. What you can also do is you could say, you know what, I just want to know what the answer is, and then try a different problem. You can click jump to answer. It's going to give you the answer and then generate a new version of the question. Say, okay. So now it shows you what the answers are. And as you can see, I can't submit anything because it gave me the answer. But guess what? Try another similar question, and I have a brand new problem and 3 more chances for this question. So I just kind of want to explain to you how that works. Because it is designed that way to help you with your learning. If you get the problem wrong, I don't want to give you a brand new different problem for your second try, because then it doesn't encourage you to figure out where you went wrong in solving the problem. And then let's say after 3 attempts, you still don't have the right answer. Well, the computer, the system will give you the answer, and then it'll give you another attempt to try it again. Now, remember when I told you that it's constantly updating your grades in the grade book. So again, let's say you stop doing this homework, you go do something else. It does have it here that you submitted the homework, because technically you have submitted up some answers and it has a grade now. But that does not mean you can't go back in there and continue working on it. So if I click here, 1.1 homework, and as you'll see, it's going to come right back up. It saved my problem that I got right, and I can continue working on your homework. So don't think that you can't continue working on your homework up until the due date just because you have that green check now. All right. I'm trying to think what else I want to show you about the module. So the green checks help you keep track of the work that you need to get done. And let me explain the due dates to you. So I'm going to open the schedule. So if you click here, you can get to your syllabus and schedule. All right, so I'm going to scroll down to the schedule. So this is an 8-week course. It's a pretty fast-paced course. So I have it divided by weeks, and then what I did is that I have kind of 2 due dates per week. Now, these dates here are designed to help you stay on pace, to help you not get too behind as you work through the course. But the actual last day for you to submit your graded activities for Unit 1, for example, is the day the Unit 1 test is due. So technically, you have until October 30th to complete all these assignments in here, except for the no-show orientation. You want to get those done first week. But everything else, you have until Friday, October 30th to actually submit it to get credit. But if you want to stay on pace and not get behind, I really want you to push yourself to try to get this work done, for example, here by this due date of October 20th. And then work on these assignments here to get them completed by October 23rd. If you get a little bit behind, it's okay. The gradebook may mark it as late, but it's okay, all right? But you'll notice that in Canvas, let me go back to the modules. In Canvas, I have the due dates in here based on the schedule. So you'll see the first 2 assignments here, I have October 20th, the next 3 October 23rd. But when you get in there, you'll see that you can actually work on them until the day your test is due. So in your Canvas calendar, you will actually see these assignments in your calendar to help you stay on pace in the course. Now, after the actual test deadline, you will not be able to submit these problems for a grade. But yeah, so I just kind of want to explain that to you. Now, week 2, you can't see week 2 because I'm not going to open it until closer to week 2 because I don't want to overwhelm you, all right? So as we progress through the course, we're learning together. So I will open these weekly modules as we go through the course. So this video got a lot longer than I wanted it to get. Make sure that you change your settings in Canvas by going to Account and Notifications to where you get, I don't think I can do it in Student View, yeah. So you want to make sure that you get notifications right away. So as I post announcements, you will see them at the top of your page, on the home page, and you'll get them sent to your email. So it's super important that you do that. Oh, one more thing. Well, 2 more things. So remember, you do have tutoring available at the college. It is online tutoring. So if you click on this button here, it will take you directly to a distance learning page, which is basically distance tutoring page, which is basically online tutoring. If you click on math, you would choose this option here because your course is MAT1033C, so that's between these 2 courses. When you click here, it's going to send you to the live session in Zoom, and a moderator will match you up with a tutor, okay? We also have tech support available now, so if you have any issues with using technology in your courses, you can utilize that live tech support to do that. Now, also on the home page, there's a way for you to make an appointment for you to have a virtual office hour session with me. So if you click here, I'm going to be available on Friday between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. If you need to make an appointment with me outside of those hours on those days, just send me an email and then we can schedule that. But right now I have it set to where you can do it without emailing me for Fridays between 11 and 1 p.m. So if you click here, it's going to take you directly to my appointment website. And so you just kind of follow the directions here. You can choose increments of 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes. You would click on an appointment. You would choose a day, and then you'll choose one of the open slots. And then you'll give your name, your Valencia email. Kind of let me know what you would like to talk about. And then also tell me what course you're in, because I am teaching multiple courses. And then once you submit this, I will send you a Zoom link for you to use to access our virtual office hour time. So I think that's about it to get you started. I just wanted to give you a really good overview of the course, how to use everything. I am only an email away. Please shoot me an email. When you use the Canvas inbox, it will go to my email, all right? Email me if you have any questions at all. I am very excited about this semester. So I will see you guys later online. Bye.